What it do? Oh snap! My fault. My fault. What it do, YouTube? We're back with another video. Been a long time since we done another video, but I want to talk about financial literacy. I feel like it's a very good topic. I'm not rich. Okay, I understand I'm not rich. I'm not the richest person yet, but I have plans and goals to get there. And I've made a lot of progress. I'm proud of myself. I've accomplished a lot, and I feel like anybody could do it. I feel like it's not that hard. I feel like it's very simple, and it's very simple. It just takes a lot of discipline. So I know you guys hear this a lot, but this is the book I read. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. This was the first book I've read since graduating. You feel what I'm saying? Now that's a big thing. I finished this book, and all right, I'm gonna just tell you guys. Once I finished this book, like I started saving. I think I started saving. I want to say I started saving when I started reading this book. So I used to have $1 as my bookmark. But I finished the book, so I no longer have it in there. I got it in a different book. So yeah, I finished this book. Once I finished this book, I had over 2,500 in my investments. I want probably like 3,000, probably a little under 3,000, but I have $3,000 in investments. After I finished just reading this book. Once I was done, I had $3,000 invested, which I didn't use it to buy a watch, but I bought me a watch because I finished the book, and I was proud of myself. I was proud of myself that I finished the book. And I'm not saying go pick up the book and go read, but it did help, and it gives you something to be proud of other than the money, It gives you something to be proud of that you're reading again, Most people don't read, especially a full book. But I wanted to talk about financial literacy, which this is what this book is about. I thought it said it somewhere. Let me see. I thought it said it somewhere. But this book is basically just financial literacy, which financial literacy means just financially smart, like you're smart with money, But all it talks about is buying assets instead of liabilities. If you don't know what that means, asset is something that makes you money. Liabilities are things that take away money. And that's mainly all it talks about. Take your income, buy assets. Your assets become more income, which repeats itself. Income, assets, which makes your assets column build higher, and you get more income over time, right? I'm on the page where it talks about that. I'm trying to figure out. They talk about it a lot. It's a couple lines that they do. It's all throughout the book. So I want to find the good one that's gonna help better for you guys. But anyways, rich people buy assets become their income. Broke people buy liabilities that just goes away, or it's either income and expenses, which expenses don't add money to you, liabilities don't add money to you. The only thing that add money to you is assets. So you want to throw your money in assets and use your assets to make more assets, or you want to use your assets to take care of your other bills, right? So with that, I'm trying to find a good sheet for you guys. I think I'm gonna just show you the one that I see. But yeah, so you're just gonna buy assets, which is gonna build your column. You want your assets to be your main priority, right? So this is the page I'm talking about. This is the rich people cash flow, which their income is up here. Assets is right here. The assets become income and things like that. Assets as listed in the book is things like real estate, stocks, bonds, notes, and property. Which it goes farther into details about property. Property not meaning that you live on your property, but meaning that you're renting out your property or you're just selling properties. Not living in your properties, because it's then a liability. You're then paying for it, right? And then for someone that is, they say middle class, is it goes job, income, liabilities, expenses. And income, such as just your salary, because that's usually what people only have if you don't have any assets. Liabilities are mortgage, car loans, credit card debt, school loans. Expenses, taxes, mortgage payment, car payment, credit card payment, school loan payment, payments, basically, which it's a lot of payments that everyone have. But I'm gonna just talk about what I've done and what helped me. Reading helped me. It kept me distracted. It made me proud. So I was proud that I was able to read. So reading helped me, and it don't tell you how to get rich. Rich Dad Poor Dad does not tell you how to get rich. The whole book basically talks about buying assets and not liability. That's all it talks about. Just putting your money into things that's going to make you more money. It don't tell you exactly what to put it in. It don't tell you how to put it in these things, right? The route I took is I take my money. I get paid a check every week. I take my check. I buy stocks. That's the first thing I do. First thing I do, I buy stocks. I throw, let's say my check is $678.32. I take $178.32 and I put it into stocks, which leaves me with $500 to play around with, right? I then take that $500 and I got a high yield savings account through Marcus. High yield savings account through Marcus. I might leave everything in the description below to help you guys out, so you guys could, take the steps you need and also use the referral bonus to get a higher boost, right? So I then throw $100 into my high yield savings account. It may sound like a lot to some people. It may sound like a little to some people, but over time, it adds up, right? Over time, it adds up. Every month, you get paid dividends through stocks. You get paid percentages through your high yield savings account. It's called interest. You get paid interest through your high yield savings account, and you get paid dividends through stocks. You get paid just for your money sitting there in stocks and then going up in value, right? So right now, I can't remember what the market was looking like last time, but I know it was very, 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 very down just like a month ago. This month been good. It's been jumping, right? So if you guys would have caught it a month ago, you guys would be up. I put my homie on a month ago. He's straight profit, right? I was down last month. I ain't gonna lie, I was down $1,000 overall, right? But I'm back even, if it makes sense. And then from here it's up, and it's gonna go up. But yeah, so that's all the book talks about. But what I would do if I was someone who's just starting off, right? You can start, it don't matter. You just gotta build the habit of saving money, right? It don't matter how much. Don't stress yourself trying to put $100 or put $200 or things like that. Don't stress yourself trying to put a large amount, right? You want to start small. Start with something that you're comfortable with. Think of it as you're buying chips, or you're buying a video game, or you're buying something that your money just gone and you can't get it back, right? Think of it as that. So start with $20. Start with $20 every check, or just start with the change, right? Like I said, if you get paid $678.32, throw the $78.32 in there, you know? And then just work with it, right? Because at the time we were all broke. Like at the time we had no money. At the time we had no job to where we were still living life, you know? So if you can do that with no money, when you touch money, don't live such high. Don't live out of your means. At the end of the day, we have a future, and there's not going to be something that's just you're not just gonna hit the lottery, right? You could, I'm not saying people don't, but it's rare. At the end of the day, you gotta have yourself, protect yourself. The government takes their money, they pay themselves with your money before you even get your money, you know? So when you get your money, you should pay yourself your money before you pay everyone else their money, right? Such as rent, car note, insurance, you know, things like that. You should take the money and pay yourself for your future. We got to think of our future, you know? Not saying, my generation does have a lot of rich people. We do have a lot of rich people due to entertainment, things like that. So we do have a lot of rich people our age, but you have to have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. You know, gotta have all backup plans. Investing in yourself, right? It's always a good investment to invest in yourself. When I invest in myself, I never go the cheap route, right? Never go the cheap route. I always go high route, high everything. I might as well pay that pretty penny because I want pretty quality, right? So, yes. So, investing in yourself is good, but I wouldn't say do that first, right? I would say build up an emergency fund. I would say for your first goal, first milestone is to have $1,000 somewhere. Either it's cash, high yield savings account, stocks, or even in your bank account. I don't recommend cash, and I don't recommend your bank account because those don't add money to you at all. They just sit there and stay the same. If anything, they lose value due to inflation, right? So I would recommend having either $1,000 in a high yield savings account or $1,000 in stocks. And not just having the $1,000, but not touching it for over a month. That's when I consider things saved. You know, when you don't touch it for a month and it's been there, right? Right? So you get $1,000. Once you touch your first $1,000, you might already have that habit of saving. That's when I have touched my first $1,000, I had that habit of saving, right? So the $1,000 came, it didn't really take long, but it felt long, right? So the first $1,000 came, I had the habit. The second $1,000 came even faster, right? The third $1,000 came before I even realized. And then that's when I set milestones. So, we'll do a whoop. I want to touch $5,000, then $10,000, and things like that. So that's when I started getting that milestone again. So they feel a little farther, but it's still closer than you ever was, or even if you never start, right? You gotta realize most people never even touch $10,000. Most people never even touch $10,000. So let alone you have $10,000 saved up, you will feel very comfortable. You will feel very comfortable in your job. You will feel very comfortable in being able to do whatever you want, you know? Things like that. So I hope I touched a lot of bases, but I'm gonna get into how to buy things, right? When buying things, what they say, if you can't buy it 2 times, don't buy it at all, right? So if you can't buy something 2 times, don't buy it at all, just leave it alone. So I recommend following that method and not buying anything, right? I have a motorcycle. The motorcycle is the only payment I have at the moment. I move out soon. You guys are going to see my move out process. I want to show you guys. I have a trip coming up. I have a cruise coming up in August. I want to show you guys. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I have those things I want to show you guys. I want to invest myself and become a content creator. But I wanted to tell you guys about money first, being that I am not rich. I do not have a lot of money, so I feel like, you know what I'm saying, hopefully people can connect with me. And when I touch money, I'm not scared to put people on. So when I touch money, I will show you guys other ways I learn and things like that. But for now, I literally just do stocks, and stocks been doing me very well. And I don't sell my stocks, okay? I've never sold my stocks, so I'm not profited on stocks, right? Like, yeah, on the number sheet, I'm profited, but I've never sold any stocks, so I'm technically not profited from stocks, right? So, it's for the future. I plan on having $1 million, and I plan on leaving it for my kids, per se, right? So, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Things, when it comes to buying things, if you can't buy it twice, don't buy it at all. Or even if you can't buy it once, don't buy it at all. Don't go into debt trying to buy something, right? My motorcycle, I did take it out and I did put it in a, I do pay a payment for my motorcycle, but I do have the money to be able to pay my motorcycle off fully, right? I have the money to be able to pay my motorcycle off fully, but I don't do it because I don't have any credit history besides credit cards, and it's helping my credit very well. And like I was saying though, if you can't buy it, and if anything was to happen to my motorcycle, I have the money to get it out of my name before it have me messed up, right? So I would recommend you guys following that motive. Don't buy nothing if you can't buy it. Don't buy that car just because you want that car, and $300 a month don't sound bad, right? $300 a month don't sound bad yet. The AP, I think it's APR. APR is probably way more. It's probably an extra $2,000 that you're paying on that car. And also, if the car was to break down or something in 2 years, you will still be stuck with that car note, right? So don't buy nothing if you can't pay it off, right? Start cheap, build your way up. The rich people don't look rich. The broke people try to look rich, you know? The rich people are actually rich. The broke people try to look rich. So don't try to look rich. Don't focus on trying to look rich. Just focus on getting rich, right? And I'm learning, you know, so I'm not dressing. I don't consider myself a YN. I don't try to dress like a YN. I want to be a very important businessman, and I want to succeed, and I want to be able to provide for me and my family and friends. I plan on putting everyone on it. There's enough money for everyone. If we all just come together, we can all have money. Yes, inflation might catch up to us, yes. But if we all come together, we all have money, life will be cheaper. And you know what I'm saying? Because life would be cheaper if we all help each other. But the thing is, my generation we're rich, right? We have a bright future, but at the same time, we're cooked. So I hope people could connect with me, and I hope that we succeed. And I hope you guys got something from this video. I know I've been yapping. I've been yapping for 20 minutes straight, but buy assets, don't buy liabilities. It's not that important. You've been broke before. You will be okay, okay? Once you have that money in your account, it will feel way worth it, way better, and you will have the experience to know what you're doing. So I hope you guys got something from this video. The next video, don't know what's going to be, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I hope you guys stay tuned for my move out and my trip, because I know those are coming up and I plan on recording those for sure. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys got something from this video.